Hi dear, how are you doing? Thank you so much for hopping into my video. By the way, if you're watching this video, especially as a mother or a stay-at-home person or a homemaker, then this especially is gonna hit you and definitely will give you a lot of clarity on how you can build a significant career while working from home. So today, my guest is a full-time stay-at-home mother. She is an agency owner, a six-figure digital marketer, a freelancer, and whatnot. So, what are we waiting for? Let's invite her. So, we are going to talk about her journey, how she started her career as a digital marketer, being a mother, what kind of fears she had, and how is she balancing her life and her work with her kid, and how is she finding the clients, how is she promoting herself, and everything on how she restarted and kick-started her career. So I think if you're a mother or a homemaker, it's best to listen from someone who is slaying her career while managing all these things together. So let's get this started. Hi, Prachi. Thank you so much for joining. She is, first of all, an agency owner. She's a freelancer. She's a digital marketer. And with all of that, she's a full-time mother. So I hardly invite you, Prachi, here. So would you like to take a moment and introduce yourself?
Yeah, thank you so much, Prachi, for giving me this opportunity. So, my name is Trishi, and I have been into sales for like almost 12, 13 years. And then I underwent a major surgery. And after that, I couldn't continue my sales job. So, I was looking for some option that I can just continue my career. So, I came across the digital marketing thing. So actually, I was into the sales in the pharmaceutical industry. So one of the doctor approached me asking that can you do digital marketing for me? And I was like, marketing I know, but I don't know what is digital marketing. I just know the name. And from there I started exploring more about it, like who are the people who can be good mentors, right? So I enrolled in one of the courses also. Then that was a 1 month course, and then that gave me an idea what exactly the digital marketing is. Then I went for a internship. And then during that internship, it was like usually like when you're starting your career, so it was like a restarting my career. So at that point of time, like you need a mentor, or at least if you are doing some internship, you need some guidance, right? So but unfortunately, so after a couple of months, I was like clueless about like where the things are going. Even like other people, other most of the females were there, like me only, who were mothers trying to restart their career. And then when I got that sense that it is going nowhere, then I was following you on Instagram for a pretty long time. So then I went through the courses you are offering. Then a couple of times we had like a chat, how will I manage and all. So like after giving a thought like couple of times, then finally I started. At that point of time, I knew that I was not able to it won't be possible for me to take out time for attending that course, but I just jumped into it because I was like I was nowhere at that time. Even after spending almost 6 months internship, it was like nowhere. And then like there was a proper guidance under you, like as to like how to find a client, right? How to start the freelancing for a person who has been into a full time like a job, and then you are getting a fixed salary at the end of the month. It is very difficult to change your mindset to
Correct.
get into the freelancing, right? So nobody in my at my home, even myself, I was not convinced because like previously when I was not having any additional skill in my hand, I started writing resumes, right? So just to keep myself motivated that I am doing something, right? So it's very difficult because like you will come across some clients who are not even paying. So I wrote a full website content for a dentist, and I did not receive even a single penny from them, and they just gave me an experience letter. So since I was not aware what to do, no contract was in place, so I was also happy that okay, I got that experience certificate from them. So but like you gradually learn. These incidences make you strong, and they give you very good learning. If you're getting a goody goody experience throughout, then you won't learn. It is from your failures and these tough times that they tell. So this is how I got into this, and then from your group only, from the community you have created, so I got my first client, and for the content writing. And then I jumped into like a full-time job that was for work from home in a marketing agency. There I learned a number of things. I think it's very important that you get associated with an agency, because you will learn all the different aspects, right? And that will polish you, and that will uh, teach you a number of things which I think if you are handling a single client, you won't be able to get that experience, right?
Yeah,
So I utilize, yeah.
like the same thing. Like working for an agency is a very good idea because you are getting a lot of different industry projects. So if
Yes.
you are, like starting with an internship, like a lot of people have this concern also, Prachi, that you have raised a very good point. That when we are starting out, should we directly start freelancing? Should we do internship?
Hmm. Yes.
From a full-time job. So all of the options are, feasible. It depends. It's very subjective to a person. But like there are certain profile. Like as you have mentioned, like which profile did you start at first with?
There were number of profiles. There was a jewelry brand जो मुझे नहीं समझ में आए. I didn't understand that, to be very honest. And then there was like a profile of a dentist,
Mhm.
and then there was a profile of like a like a, it was like a just dial thing. So they yeah, they were creating such platform. So one was that. So there was a variety of there was a varied portfolio
And
there
which
that I
service
was in.
offering?
Sorry.
Which service were you offering?
So in the marketing agency, I was working for the Instagram, like for the meta marketing, that Instagram and Facebook. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, right. So the takeaway is like when starting directly as a freelancer is not a big deal. You can directly get it started. But as she has mentioned that she has worked for a specific dentist and she didn't get paid, but she got an experience. But somehow when you are working, investing time, and especially when you're leaving job, you are used to getting a decent salary in your account every couple of months or every single month. So, with that said, like if you're starting your freelancing, then any which way you have to justify your knowledge. So it's better that you offer a free trial service to one or two clients only for 10 days. With you're not investing too much on these projects that you are working over delivering and not getting any
Yeah.
kind of in case of money or in case of services. But also the point is like offering free trial service is a good idea if because is in exchange you will get a good testimony. They will give you a good I would say reference if they really like your work, or they can continue working with you. So there are some perks of it. But there are certain profiles inside digital marketing with where you must do internship. And to all those people who don't have this kind of courage that I don't know whether I will be how I will be communicating with the client. So don't get into this particular burden or tension that okay, I have to throw myself inside. Before that, you can warm up and try all these skills while working in a specific agency or doing an
Yeah.
internship inside a company. But don't choose a company, choose an agency as she has done, because when you choose a specific agency, you're gonna get a lot of different industry project. Your exposure will be very good. You'll get good kind of knowledge. You will get a lot of I would say learning from these projects, and then you can slowly start your freelance. But those people who have that particular courage that okay, I'm ready to show my face, or ready to promote my skills, and I'm having good communication, still they can directly start with freelancing. But it's always a mindful decision because Rishi, I also started like my career by working for a company for 3 years, and then I switched my career to full time freelancing. So everyone has their own pace, but I really like that idea that you did internship and you jotted down a lot of good learnings and some different industry. I would say sample work you have created, and then you jumped in. So like I'm sorry I cut you down. You were saying something, so please continue that. But yeah, I would also like to know from your end is what do you think? Like when someone is starting as a digital marketer, should they go with all the skills at one, or can someone start with a specific skill?
So ideally, a person, so working in this type of environment gives you a visibility about like the specific niche that you are able to, like, you understand more, right? So you can pick a specific niche and a specific skill set as well, right? So if you are like for the meta marketing, if you're doing for the meta marketing, then you get an like that you are good at developing the content,
Hmm.
right? But like as a freelancer, when you are starting, so if you are handling a particular account, I think you need to be good at like a basic designing. You should be like know the basic designing, the which you can do on Canva also.
Hmm.
Then for handling a particular client, you need to be capable enough for making good reels as well. So if you are handling of one particular client, you need to have all these skills. In case you are not able to do that, you need to outsource. I think that is a smarter way to grow also,
Hmm.
because throughout my this last 1 year I have learned this, that it's better that you outsource the things, right, rather than like jumping into everything that I will be able to do this and that. Like you can utilize your time, you can increase your efficiency that way, right? So maybe you have 1 hour in a day, in that you are able to work on a good you are able to generate good content as compared to editing the reels, and you will not be able to deliver that quality reels as well. So like you need to have like enough resources, so that like if there is a particular type of the client requirement, you can just approach that person and you can get the thing sorted. So you have to be smart enough, and we have to be, I think, need to get out of that mindset that I can do everything. So that is that is not possible. So you have to be like very smart enough in terms of like which particular skill you have, and during delivering those services, like this is what I can do, and this is like I need to get it done from outside. So I
Hmm.
think this also helps a lot to grow.
Yeah, in that sense, like when you are getting any specific project and client want you to do specific tasks that you don't think you have time, or you don't have the ability to do that work. Let's say as a social media marketer, a lot of clients also expect you to design or edit the reels, but usually this
Yeah.
is not the roles and responsibility of a social media marketer. But usually client want this kind of service. They are couple of other combination service that usually client demand you to do, and instead of working in the management part, you should hire some other freelancers, help them out as well,
Yes.
and you can outsource this work. This way you are not even losing the client, and you will be able to outsource and make some percentage of that particular work also. So it will be profitable and win-win condition for you, for other freelancers, for your client as well. So I think it's a good idea that if you don't know anything, you need not to, learn everything at
Yes.
once. And in fact,
Yes.
like, this is the thing. If we see to digital marketing, there are numerous profiles inside it, from content writing to copywriting to SEO to social media to Google ads, Instagram, Facebook ad, and a lot of them. But it's not important for you to learn everything at once. You can start with the baby
Yes.
steps की एक skill सीख लिया, फिर आगे जाके you can add on couple of other skills. Like I felt comfortable with content writing, so I started with it. Then I knew that a lot of clients are also requiring SEO marketer who can make SEO friendly content. So I and leveled up myself in SEO skills, and then I started offering SEO writing services. Then I get to know that okay, now clients also require social media marketer. A lot of time I was
Yes.
creating copies, ghost writing, working as a ghost writer for the companies. So like along with the demand, you will be able to open more gateways for you. But I think it's a great idea to learn one or two skill. This is much enough for you to get started. You need not to learn every specific skill inside digital marketing, because it takes years for you to become an expert. Like you cannot just learn and call yourself, oh, I'm not now a marketer. It's gonna take you 10 or 20 projects to become an expert on these specific skills. So I think that's a good point you have added on, that you can outsource the work, or you can start with one or two skill. So now I would like to ask you that how do you manage your time? Like you are especially a mother, and it's a full-time job for you, as you because we have had a discussion when we were scheduling this specific, meeting. So you have to pick your kid from school. You have a lot of things to take care of. Now you are an agency owner. You have freelancers working under you. You are also doing client meetings, onboarding new prospects. So how do you manage all these things?
Okay, so in last 1 year, I have tried to fix a time. So usually, like the kids go to school. So once they are so once I drop them to school, then once I come back, so that is the 2 to 3 hours I have. So that is the time I have. So there are specific days when I connect with the clients' data. Those are usually fixed, and so client calls is there. Apart from that, like I have a brief connect with the team as well, so the people who are like helping me with the work. So the work is allocated to them, so it is between these 2 to 3 hours that I do the entire stuff, and the follow up and everything that like I continue doing throughout the day as and when, like, but the focused work and the I keep these 2 to 3 hours because this is specific time you actually require for uh, streamlining the things and keeping the things on track. So uh, it all started from like 15 minutes, half an hour, and then like as the kids are growing, then they are going to first they are going to the preschool, and then when they go to the school, the time keeps on increasing. That is where you can also increase your work hours. So this is how I planned. So because like if we keep on doing something, right, we can keep on taking out like maybe half an hour. We start from half an hour to 1 hour to because like once they are like efficient, I won't say like fully efficient, like at least the basics they can do on their own. That is the time when you will be using these skills, or you will be using this base which you have created in these couple of years, and that can be used later on. That will definitely have, this is my perception. And I think because the elder one is 7 years old, so I have seen that when the younger one will be of that age, then I will be having that bandwidth that I can push that extra things. So whatever my like dream is, so right now they are just the baby steps, but I think that in the times to come, so I can achieve more as well, but need to keep moving right now
Mhm.
in order to reach that state. So that is like my thought process. Yeah.
So, in fact, like if is her any mother out there watching this and having this concern, like how much time I need to invest, like you can manage everything investing 3 hours at least a day. And starting में usually ज़्यादा time लगता है. Let's be honest with that because you are new to everything and you have to follow. But setting boundaries with clients, setting specific time to connect with your teams and doing your work in advance will make everything very organized for you and very manageable. So Trishi, are the biggest source or the platform from where you are getting most of the prospects?
Okay, so I got from LinkedIn.
Mhm.
So yeah, so because so far so the people who have seen my work like there, and also some of the people who have worked with me also, they know me well. But when like they are able to connect both the things, the niche as well as the new skills that I have developed, then that is how the I have been able to get the prospects.
Okay, fine. So, like, how many clients are you currently handling?
So it's 5 clients are there which I'm currently handling. Yeah.
And may I ask in any specific figure you are earning?
Um, I so it's like now 6 times what I was earning like 6 months back. So
Okay.
it is not fixed because the couple of like clients, they are not able to close the month at time. So it keeps on fluctuating. But uh, between like 60 to 70, I'm able to touch on an average.
That's amazing. Like I do remember I used to get paid around 22,000 for a month in a company while I was doing full time even after 2 years, right? And I started my
Yeah.
first time was 18,000. So when I stopped my full time and started freelancing within 3 months, just I doubled my income and then tripled and then now I would say like obviously things has changed very drastically. And that's the part, like freelancing gives you a lot of freedom to choose your client, increase your charges. You do not have to
Yes.
wait for an entire year for the promotion. And then a lot of
Yeah.
good jobs are there, but that comes with the responsibility of a getting clients. So that's the biggest thing. And it's very easy, anyone could do that. Now, I have a last couple of questions for you. So, uh, what advice would you like to give to the new mothers out there who are having a long career gap? Sometimes, these mothers come to me and ask me that, mention that, Prachi, we are not so tech friendly or not friendly. We have stopped using laptop from years. And
Hmm.
some of them haven't done anything in their life in professional journey, but now they have this courage to start doing something of their own while working from home, managing their kids and their family, because they couldn't travel, because some of them are not living in the tier 2 or tier 3 cities. Some of them are just living in a village also. So a lot of people have this intention that we want to do something from our home, especially the women out there. So, what advice would you like to give them? Any kind of roadmap that they can follow, so that they can, also make significant living out of their, skills. Yeah.
Yeah. So, very basic thing I would suggest to these are the doubts you have in your mind. But I think phone is something everyone has, and everything starts from phone only. We open Instagram every day, whether our kids, once we have kids, we never leave our phone. We
Mhm.
never leave Instagram. I think most of the mothers. So we do keep on scrolling. So use that scroll, right? Just if you want to do something, just see that relevant content. When you are looking for like a weight reduction, you go for the reels which will give you tips, right? So you keep on like absorbing that things, that these are the tips that I need to follow so that I lose weight, right? So this is a new mother thought process I'm saying. Then there are a couple of things more so start scrolling, right? Absorb that content. That is the point when you are not having enough time that you can dedicate half an hour or 1 hour for a training. Start for pick up like few authority people like you, for example, if I say for the Instagram marketing, for meta marketing, is someone is looking. So you, if someone is watching your content, I also started the same way. I was like continuously following you. So whatever tips you were sharing, that were very relevant. Although I was not using Instagram at that time, I never posted anything, but it is just that I love the content. I could understand, I could relate. So this is how you can start. This phone you can yeah, even if it is you are staying in a tier 1, tier 2, it doesn't matter at all. You are in a rural area, you have that internet connection, you can use that. This is how the things start. For me also, it was not never feasible, because like your kids will break your laptop for sure. Like this happens because that is not possible for you to open the laptop and do the training. I attended my most of the training. The first training which I attended was on phone, and it was used to be a 1.5 or 2 hours training, and I used to attend like near half an hour. But let half an hour you are absorbing now, that is more than enough for you. You
Mhm.
should be satisfied. Guilt to bilkul nahi hona chahiye. That is the biggest thing, like a demotivating factor, I would say. So if you're not, at least you should appreciate for that half an hour you could take out time, because like you might be expecting that someone will help you. No one will help you too, because everyone has their own schedule. Like this is additional responsibility that has come to you. People are there to help you, but like ultimately we have to manage the things, because like this is something. Because if you approach someone that I want to attend the train, can you take care of my kid? I don't think so that anyone will do that, because for them, for like they think that for at that point of time, for you, your priority is your kid and not your training. So you know that you need to do, you have your kid in your lap, and you can scroll, and you can like you usually get the recordings as well, so you can go through the recordings later also. It is just that we have to manage the time. And when you have that zeal that yes, I want to continue, so because they, if it is there in your mindset, you can't do. But if you have that in your mind, that yes, like today my kid is small, like 6 months or 7, I would say, like once your kid reaches 1 year, and where do you see yourself, because the kid will be going to the the preschool also, then you will start getting that enough time. But what have you learned in that, that will definitely help you. So this my advice would be, you can start with your phone. That is the biggest asset you have.
That's awesome. I'm proud to say that around 75 to 80% of my students are mothers out there, and these days they are having a different kind of mindset. They are not just accepting their life within the kitchen or within the home, and want to build their own identity, just more than a mother or a housewife. So I think like it's very important for us to think big, because world has changed. A lot of opportunities, work from home opportunities are there. You have to figure out the skill that you would like to go ahead with. Basically, digital marketing. That's why I, literally embrace this specific field, because you can work for global clients sitting in a specific village. I started my career, freelancing career, and got my first few international project while I was logging in from a panchayat office in a very small village. So I think that it doesn't matter where do you live, and if you could even get 1 or 2 hours a day, you can just warm up yourself with the skills. You can
Yeah.
work on your portfolio, and once you think that okay, now I'm getting a specific buffer of 2 or 3 hours where you can focus, be mindful, and can handle at least 1 or 2 clients, you can start it. Don't have a very big mission that I wanna earn 1 lakh, 2 lakh. Yes, you would be able to do that no matter, but the point is like you have to start with the baby steps, and it's very good idea to invest in yourself, invest in learning. You can hold on anyone's hand. There are a lot of marketers out there. You can pick anyone's profile. You can start, gauging the content, gauging the information, and scale your information. And once in a while, like you have to just start promoting yourself. And what do you think, Rishi? Like a lot of people are there who don't want to show their face. Like I know that when we were having this conversation inside the classes, like a lot of people don't feel comfortable on camera. So is it important to show, because some people are not comfortable making reels or showing their face? So what advice would you like to give to those people out there?
It is not important to show your face. This is what I have learned. So you can start shooting your reels at a point when you are comfortable. But for the timing, if you want to start, you should not wait for that time that I will shoot and then I will post. We
Mhm.
have like other mediums like statics also, provided like you add a lot of quality content in that, so person is like people are getting that quality information from that. So you can post that, that is also appreciated. So there are different people are using they are using the stock videos, and then they are adding the very quality information. And there are various strategies like how you put a hook, and then they are like putting the all the content in very less in a second, so that people are watching again and again, right? So there are different strategies you can follow that people appreciate. So one line, if that catches the attention, they will definitely go through the entire reel. So it is not important your face has to be there, right? So it is important that the information, the quality information should be there. So I don't think so that this is something that will stop someone from starting their career in this.
I think it's a really good advice. And you like we start, we have a lot of tools like Canva, infographics, templates you can use. If you
Yeah.
want, you can shoot your behind the scene without showing your face. So I always keep a tripod here and there so that I can film my behind the scene. You can just walk in the garden or do something, but aesthetic backgrounds or aesthetic platforms are there where you get a lot of stock videos and photos and create a content. What matters is the content. It doesn't matter if you just put a lot of makeup and talk bullshit. Your content is golden. What you say, how you say, and how are
Exactly.
you helping what you are putting out in the world, and what values you're adding to a person who is watching. That matters a lot, and we should keep on taking care of who's our target audience, understanding their requirements, their pain point, and create content out there. Amazing, Krishi. I have seen you like growing from here to there, literally. Like the stage when you have joined, we have started this journey together. Like there were a lot of doubts and questions. I don't know how it is gonna work out, but you always had that, I would say energy inside that I'll just give it a shot. Whatever will happen, but I will just try with all my efforts and by 200%. And I really appreciate what you have done. And it's not easy to, I am not in that place to talk about being a mother because I don't have a kid, but I have seen you, I have seen other of my students and especially my sisters and my cousins who are having the babies and doing the dream, making their dream life happen, making all their visions come into the action. So I think it's very important for us to do something for ourselves, even if you're a mother or a solopreneur or a senior citizen, like whosoever you are at, whatever the stage you are at, age doesn't matter. It has nothing to do with your learning and everything. So with that said, I really love you and how you are growing in this journey, and you are setting the, I would say an example, and also you're an epitome for all the mothers out there who are trying to grow. Thank you so much for showering your energy to other mothers out there who are going to watch this video. I'm sure they are going to get a lot of points and courage to start. So could you please share your Instagram handle name and how someone can approach you? And if you have an agency, how any another person can watch your content and connect with you? Yeah.
Yeah, so it's Arvid Digital on Instagram, and even I have my website with the name of Arvid Digital. And for my personal handle is different, so that is Sharma Trishi, and so you can reach me out for my content on this.
Okay, I'll also link all her social media channels and agency page in the description box if anyone would like to contact her. And thank you so much, Trishi. It was wonderful talking to you. Hopefully, we will
Thank you so much.
to keep the track to help more and more people out there. And what is the question being a mother you guys are having after watching this video? Feel free to comment it down. We would love to help you the best we can. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.